Hey parents, let's get your Storybutton started up. So as you turn it on, it will ask for your language. This is only the language of the display. This does not change the language of the audio content available on here. You click English. It's gonna ask to connect to Wi-Fi. Scroll over to yes, and it will begin searching for a Wi-Fi network. I'm gonna scroll down to mine, which is Kid Short Stories Podcast, and it's gonna ask for your password. This does not require you to set up an account, connect your phone to this. This is a completely independent device. Scroll over to my password, which is Hey Mr. Jim. So I'm gonna scroll over to the letter H. I'm gonna click this letter, or this arrow. Bloop. It's gonna move the cursor over. I'm gonna continue on to the E and click this again. Bloop. So now we're a couple steps in. I'm gonna skip to the end.
A few moments later.
So now I have typed in the password, Hey Mr. Jim, and this is the time that I'm going to click this button to enter the password. Bloop. And now it is connecting to the internet. You're only gonna have to add in that password one time because now it knows how to connect to that Wi-Fi network. And so every time you turn it on, you're good to go. From the dashboard, this is your home. So if you click into podcasts, it's gonna pull up all the different podcasts in our library. If I wanna go back home, click that home. These 15 seconds skips ahead. So if I go into a podcast and click play, it's gonna start playing. Well, I should turn up the volume. There we go. So it's starting to play this podcast, and say I want to skip the intro. I'm going to skip ahead 15 seconds.
Your ideas.
Maybe click it again. And now the story is beginning. If this happens to be a favorite episode, click and hold that heart button until you see that stored pop up. Now if you go back home, scroll over to your favorites, there is that episode for you to very easily find. And to show you a few different views of what you can see on here, so if I click this home button again, from the home screen, it will show what's playing currently. Now, if I click this button, it's gonna scroll through a few different views of the podcast artwork of the show, the clock, and then back to what's playing. We love to leave it on the clock view. In the bedroom, which is pretty fun. If I scroll over to sleep, let me turn this down. If I click into sleep, you can program it to turn off automatically after 15, 30, 45 minutes. And from settings, you can change Wi-Fi network and update a couple different settings like date and time. Well, friends, this is Storybutton. I hope you have a super duper day.